Everybody take a deep breath for a second. The trade deadline has passed, but I want to ask you, do you understand the impact of the past 5 days across all of sports? Now, I asked you guys which you thought was crazier, the NBA trade deadline or day one of NFL free agency. Make sure you're following up there so you don't miss any more polls I put out for you. But it was almost no debate, NBA trade deadline. And I think recency bias is a real thing here because year after year, the first day or two of NFL free agency is always crazy. The NBA trade deadline year after year, kind of hit or miss. This one was wild. But the fact that this one was as wild as it was, it changed the trajectory of the league for the next decade plus, makes you really wonder, is the big takeaway from this trade deadline the fact that the Lakers have their franchise cornerstone for the next 10 years? Or is it the fact that everyone, no matter how good you are, no matter how young you are, no matter your contractual situation, everyone is touchable? Pause, sorry, but seriously, I want to ask you guys this. I know there's a lot going on with Myles Garrett, the Cleveland Browns. The timing of this is a little off. 33 hours after the Luka Doncic trade, that's when Myles Garrett made it known that he wanted to be traded. Now, I'm not saying these are directly related. I'm not saying Luka pushed Myles Garrett over the edge. But if you're going to sit here and say that Myles Garrett did not have at least that thought of Luka Doncic, a young star, going somewhere else and having his future look even brighter than it already was, I think you're crazy. I think that thought popped into his head. As we've learned from the Jimmy Butler trade, if you want out and you have leverage, you're going to get out. No NFL trade deadline will ever compare to this NBA trade deadline, but this trade deadline and the athletes within it who got moved set a new precedent across all of sports, not just the NFL, that nobody is safe.